move on down the highway.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah, we'll do it and have a good time. Good time.
Zach, let me ask you, what is with your background?
What would you like to know about it? No, you talking about my personal background or what?
No, I mean your virtual studio setup and images.
Yeah,
Well,
Zach,
when I'm on the road in my
he
RV,
gets
I have a
creative with
virtual
that
setup
his
for my
background.
stills,
He likes that background.
and when I'm at home, I actually got a physical board behind me that I do the
Who
show
is the
from.
chick on the top with the big boobs hanging out?
The one up behind me, the one behind my head there. Okay, that is Melissa Rausch from
Is
Big
that
Bang
like a
Theory.
legit advertisement or one of your crazy creations?
I actually did the graphics on that. I'm a huge Melissa Rausch fan. Um,
It looks really good.
then the rest is just virtual
I think
setup.
he's more
Um,
Melissa Rausch breast
Things I
fan.
like, some movies I like, and things that I've done, and what
When
have
does
you.
Shade and I get one?
Sadie, let me know what you want on it, and I will be glad to do it. I do it, I told Shade I would do one for him. Shade don't like that. He actually doesn't like his picture on any of the podcast logos. But I've tried to talk him into it, and he doesn't like it. Although sometimes I'll sneak one
No,
in
I don't
on him.
care. I
He
don't
don't
care
know
for
about it.
that too much. I don't like my too many people trying to collect money from me.
I know, right? I hear you, Shade.
You know what? Yeah, me and Zach been together long enough. He knows me.
Yeah, Shade and I share the multiple marriage deal there. Um, if you notice, and all my on my stills or anything, anytime I do a podcast, I wear sunglasses. Where people recognize me. So, uh,
Yeah.
and by the way,
I
Shade,
know.
I
I
did
do
hear
too.
the Melissa
I do
Rouse
too.
comment, and yeah, you do know me,
We
don't you?
try to stay we try to stay as incognito as we can.
Yes, we do, good sir. And Katie, you hang around with us long enough, and you will be wearing sunglasses on podcast.
That's a good possibility.
But in all reality, Shade and Sadie, our best way of staying incognito with no one knowing who we are is doing this podcast. Because no, no,
You
no
know, you
one
right
hears us or
about
sees
that.
us anyway, so it
You're
really
right
doesn't
about that.
matter.
They'll come one day. They'll come one day. We like doing it.
Uh,
We're gonna continue to do it
yeah.
because we like it.
We all have to start somewhere. I love doing this podcast, just talking wrestling, football, golf, music, and anything we want. I love you guys. You rock.
We thank you, Sadie, for that nice compliment. We've been through a couple of ladies when we started this, Bunny and Barbie, and we think we finally found it. Shade, I think you'll agree. I think we finally found our missing link here with Sadie.
Yeah,
She
you're
does
right.
good. She's a good fit. She she brings a lot of knowledge to what we want to do and what we're trying to accomplish with this podcast. And like we said, it's nothing. We're not trying to reinvent the wheel. We're not trying to change the world. We just like to get on here and talk about different things, sports mainly. Um, we'll hit on politics sometimes. Sometimes we'll hit on current events, anything we want to talk about. But at the end of the day, I think we found our piece of the puzzle, our other person we need, and actually, there's going to be someone else joining us maybe in the future, maybe next year, and we're going to continue to grow, and we're going to continue to grow listeners. And I've got some things in the working right now. I'm just the engineer and the producer, editor. This podcast kind of goes on its own, and it Shade is really the guy that does all this, and I consider it his, and I just try to put the pieces together and keep everyone kind of as they say in their lane, and do that. But Sadie, we really appreciate that compliment, and it means a
Thank you,
lot to
Zach.
me, and I'm sure I speak for Shade also. Shade, you have anything you want to add to that?
No, not really, Zach. You pretty much said it. 'Cause but I do have to say this. Don't let Zach fool you. He's the heartbeat of all of us here, and he does. He's a 24/7 guy. He's always on the job. He's always thinking of new ways to do things, and I'm just kind of here listening to him and bouncing off of him because he has all the questions and he don't have the answers, but he's got all the questions. We've known each other for a few years, just friendship from the start. We started this podcast back before COVID, and during COVID, we it just kind of accelerated. Of course, we obviously couldn't be. We haven't done any podcasts, I think, together in a long time. Wish we could see each other more. We enjoy one another's company, but we really do appreciate Sadie coming along. We had Barbie and Bunny there to start out with, and that just didn't work out. They wasn't into a lot of stuff that we like to talk about, and they had nothing against them. Love them to death. Still talk to them, and at the end of the day, they weren't compatible with what we wanted to do on this podcast. We like talking about everything, and they weren't talking about a lot of stuff that we just wasn't on the same page, if you will, with all that. But I think Sadie's going to work out good. Sadie, we really enjoy your company, really enjoy your talking, and please, if there's anything you need from either one of us, let us know.
Thank you,
I
Shade.
think Zach's in compliance with that, and that's all I got to say.
Please don't make me
And
cry.
I appreciate you and Zach. And we got some exciting stuff coming down the line. Zach's told me about, and we're looking forward to it.
Well, thank you, Shade. That's very nice words coming from you. We Shade and I've been friends for a while now. Like you said, we started this back along the time of COVID in 2020. I think it was the beginning of 2020. It was actually, I think, if I remember right, Shade, you might correct me if I'm wrong. I think in around the end of 2019, we decided to do this podcast, and we started it, I think, maybe in February.
Yeah, that sounds about
COVID,
right.
the shutdown
That
hit
sounds about
about
right.
March 15th, I think. Yeah, it sounds right. And we decided we was going to do this probably around February, the probably a month before. Sounds about right. I thank you, Shade, and I thank you, Sadie. And we're going to watch some wrestling tomorrow night, and we're going to talk about it the next time we're together. And we're going to start doing these podcasts a little more frequent than we have been. I've been getting a little bit lax on them. We're going to have some new things coming up. We're going to get some listeners, and hopefully we can rock and roll on down the line. And I thank both of you guys. Love you, Barbie and Bunny. Love you too, baby. Be looking forward to seeing them.